Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They snap it at one. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready. 18 David. Quiet, 64, weak. Go. Sit. You got time right there.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Dunlap on the tackle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. I said it, let's go. Check. Watch 54. Get it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Seahawks 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more.
Wilson's pass.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Wilson's pass.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 2 yards.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is a 26-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
His throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Seahawks 6.
Ready. 16 out block. Hey, watch the slant. 50 down top. Check. Walk 54. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throwing complete here to Judy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Check, check. Lucky. 154.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 49 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go.
Now lock again. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Let's go, dude.
Again, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. But now it's third and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
40-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
third down. Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw it is Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Locke going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Right there, 54.
Locke now to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Lindsay.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the fourth.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Bobby Wagner.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 48.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room here to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal. On the Seahawks 5-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
point.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys going to football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter, plenty of time on the clock.
And he's going to keep it here.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24-24. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Lock to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now it's Carson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The tackle made by
a gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and 7, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Guys, down. Let's go. Mike 5-4.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And his throw is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Good. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Yep. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
On 1st down, Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
5-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Watch out, watch out. Switch it, come on, switch it.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Check. Recall, 132 fight. Perfect. Yes. Move.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
For Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
At the 10-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Locke. He'll fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd and 9, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Let's make the destination.
Squeeze, double. Man left. Two, fellas, let's go. Mike's 50, let's go.
From the gun, Block. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Wilson airing it out for Olsen. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lock now on 1st down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
4 yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is out of bounds here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They run it with Carson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
35-yard line.
Throwing. This is the tight end Fant.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 65 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team able. Check, 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 check. Hey, one out. Check, Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw it is Lock. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. And that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.